Welcome to Club 93. Today, I'm breaking down Eagles, Chiefs, Super Bowl. I'll see you guys after the intro.
Second down and 8. Bostic, took a shot.
Man, and he take a shot is right, and that was Philip Daniels, the freshman.
Do it today.
Here you go, chest
Come
up.
on now, do it today.
Come on now, Phil. Here we go, baby.
Speed power. Come on. Come on. Come on. Look it. Down.
Since football season is almost here, I decided to go back and just look at the Super Bowl. This was a close game. It could have went either way, but the team that won the game is a team that was more efficient. The thing is, in the Super Bowl, every little mistake can cost you. I think the turnover by the Eagles that led to a defensive touchdown was the difference in this game. And also the inability of the Eagles to stop the run game was the difference in this game. Those two things alone, the turnover for a touchdown and the Eagles' inability to stop the run, stop their running backs, was the difference in this game. So let's watch it. Let's go through it. I'm going to go through both teams, what they could have did better, and we'll go from there. But let's look at the Chiefs first. This is the first play of the game right here. So basically, you got a 5 technique here. Could easily say he's a 7, but he's in the crease right here. But it's a 5 technique. You got a shade 1 technique right here. Then you got a 4-eye right here. Now, he's tilted a little bit because I think he knows they're blocking toward him. They're blocking out on him. Back's all set. Okay, then you got a loose 5 technique over here. A wide 5 technique. So, basically, he's responsible for the outside here. He's responsible for this B-gap. Jack him up inside half of this tackle, B-gap. If he blocks out, maintain your outside leverage, B-gap. He's responsible for this A-gap, not this back A-gap. But what he can do right now is get a little bit tighter. Split this center with this foot right here. Split this center with this foot right here. Okay, that way, if you do that, then you keep this guy from getting a big piece of you and knocking you over to the other side of the ball. Right here, if you get a little bit tighter, because the back's offset, they can only run it here, or across formation. That's the only place they can run with him offset right here. Okay? He should know that and tighten down a little bit. And he do a good job right here. 56, he does a good job of jacking him up, taking away the B-gap also. Now, the linebacker is responsible for this B-gap, but he did a good job of jacking him up and taking away the B-gap. Now, he could have had a pinch call here. It seemed like he was going in there heavy. They could have gave him a pinch call. And if they give him a pinch call, that means that this guy's going to take the B, stunt to the B gap. He's going to take the outside gap, okay? But it looked like he jacked him up, took away the B gap, and then he got knocked off the ball into the linebacker. He got to play better right here. This got to be better right here. Because he got knocked into the linebacker off the ball. Because you're going to see right here, the running back wanted to do this. He wanted to come here. But 56, he wanted to come right here behind him. When he blocked down, he wanted to run right behind him. And 56 took this B gap away by knocking this guy back in this gap, which caused the running back to not go outside here. Now, he got to maintain his leverage. He peaked in the B gap. Which caused him to lose contain. But the play worked out for him because they only got like a half a yard gain. But with the back being all set here, we got to line up accordingly. Tighter here. They ain't gonna, if they run a toss, God bless them. God bless him, because it's not going to work. We got guys coming out, got guys out here that's going to come get that. But tighter here, split his crotch. You know what I'm saying? Split his crotch here. When I say crotch, split him down the middle. Split him down the middle here. And then right here, alignment's good here. Alignment's good here. Now let's see the play. Let's see the play. Pause it. Everything look good, right? He jacking him up. He need to get some separation though, because he buried. See, his face is buried in his chest. Hit him with them hands, get some separation. Be physical with them hands, get some separation. It's already bad for this guy, because he already turned. He already turned. They got him turned, everything. They're going to run him up out of there. So right here, it's already bad, because he's going to end up on top of the linebacker. 9-5, jacking him up, maintain his outside leverage, eyes in his B gap. That's good right there. Right here, start out okay. You know, start out okay. But he need to be more upfield shoulder, maintain his outside leverage, and definitely don't peek in here. Let's see what he do. Let's see how it comes. Let's see how it go. Okay, already in trouble. So he jacked it up, took away the B gap, just like I said. Caused the running back to have to do this now. Chris is right here in the B gap, so he can't run in this B gap, because Chris gonna make this play right here, right? 9-5 gonna make this play right here. Okay, so now only place he got to go is to bounce it outside. And because 55 peeked inside, he got the outside. Good thing is the safeties, they have a good pursuit. The safety's coming down to help out, and he only got if he got a half a yard. So that ended up being a good play, but it ended up being bad play by the front and 55 not maintaining the edge right there. Okay, right here on this play, you're gonna see Jalen scramble up out of this pocket. And the key to this right here, and you playing a quarterback who can run, who's a guy that can beat you with his feet. You never want him to get outside of the pocket. You want to try to keep him in the pocket as much as you can. The only way you're going to be able to do that is with a balanced rush. Okay, a balanced rush. And the balanced rush would be this, because right here, clearly this is a left call. Left call, because 3 technique determines the strength of the defense. So it's a left call, and you got 3 technique here. He's a wide 3 right here. You got your rushes outside, 2 rushes outside. Okay, and then you got your nose right here in the middle. Now, a lot of people, I don't know the down and distance here, but if you're gonna play it this way with the nose, this guy right here, his responsibility, this is pretty much your power side, I call it, your power side. This is your speed side, meaning that these guys can try to win with speed on the edge. Speed on the edge, 2-way go right here, 2-way go, speed on the edge, but if you can beat him back underneath quick, go ahead and do that. Right here, you're a power guy, you should be knocking the center back, staying right on top of the quarterback. He's already on top of the quarterback. Watch where he end up. Watch where this guy ends up. He needs to stay right here on top of the quarterback. This guy need to be like a speed to power guy, or get to the quarterback level, come back inside, but he can never run past the quarterback. He should never run past the quarterback. So speed to power, or spin back inside, whatever you got to do right there. This is a power side guy. So his job really is to keep the dude in the pocket by speed to power, keeping eyes on him, and those type things, those type rushes, you know what I'm saying? But speed to power would be the best rush you can use right here, especially when you're going against a guy like Hurts, who can get out of the pocket and hurt you with his feet. Let's see how these guys start. Okay, this is already bad, because for one, this guy left the middle. Ain't nobody over top of him right now. There's nobody over top of Jalen Hurts right now. Jalen can run. Look at all this space. Look at all this alley that he can see. Look at the vision that he got right here. There's nobody in the face. Quarterbacks, one thing about quarterbacks, they hate when you get on top of them. Like somebody in their face or in their lap, when they can't follow through with their throw, they hate a guy in his face. And right now, he has nobody in his face. He has a big old opening right here. We have 55 running up the field. Let's see where he end up. Do we stop right here? Do we go power right here? Do we go power right here, or do we keep going? He got to go power. He can't get past his quarterback, so speed to power is the best option right here. Or club him by and come back underneath inside. You know what I'm saying? Live with that. But I'd rather for him to go speed to power so we can keep his eyes on this dude and keep him in the pocket. Assuming that this guy is right here on top of the quarterback rushing there, okay? Let's see what happens. Okay. He runs himself out of the play. He runs himself out of the play, right? So he can't do anything. 91 ran himself out of the lane, his lane. There's nobody on top of this guy. He's way over here. 95 is jacking his guy up, trying to rush. And right here, he needs to be on the edge, running, using speed right here. He needs to be a speed guy right here. Go and get it. But if 91 was right here on top of this guy, and if he went speed to power, then Jalen can't run up out of this pocket and gain the yards that he just gained. And this was, I think he had like 70 yards in this game, or 70 plus yards in this game rushing. You could eliminate a lot of that with a balanced pass rush up front. Yeah, they could have handled that by just being balanced, and that's why Jalen got the yards that he got on this play. Okay, on this play, of course, Hurts is in the shotgun, running back offset to his left, right? So basically the same thing. All these guys gonna do right here, they're running dive solid. They're gonna double here, they're gonna double here, and try to knock these guys up out of here onto the linebackers, and that's how they're gonna gain the yard. They ran dive solid quite a bit in this game. And the only way you're gonna be able to play dive solid and play it the right way is you gotta offset back. You know he's gonna run here. It's here. That's where you wanna run. You wanna run here. Okay? Or he's gonna come across the formation and run over here. Okay? So we got a pretty much I assume he's a crease player right here. He should be a crease player, but he's a six, he's head up. He head up this guy, which we call that is a six technique, right? He's a six technique on top of this tight end. Okay? Reality, he should be a 6-eye technique inside here, but he should just go ahead and hit this crease. The back's offset to you. So to sit here and mess around with these guys right here backside, they do nothing for you. So go ahead and he should go ahead and hit this crease right here. Right here. He can put his foot right here down the middle, which is where he at. Okay? And play this, right? But you gotta be physical on this guy. You gotta be physical on him. Because he's gonna come get you. So you better get off the ball and be physical here and knock him back. And then if you can get them on separate levels, if you can get these two guys on this guy on a separate level from this guy, then you got a chance. But there's a lot of weight right here on you. Now he gonna end up getting knocked back here into the linebacker. But you got to be physical up here. There's only one way to be. You know these guys. Look how tight this split is between these two guys. Look how tight this split is. So I'm looking at how tight this split is, and I'm saying, okay, this is a double team all the way. So I'm gonna get a little bit heavy on this guy because I know the back's all set and I know they got to come here. I'm gonna get a little bit heavier on this guy. I'm gonna punish this guy so that I don't get knocked off the ball and I can maintain and set a new line of scrimmage right up here. Okay, right here, back's all set. He can he split the middle, get this foot right here and split the middle of this guy. Don't be too far inside right here. Your key is this guy's inside shoulder. Be physical, knock it back. Be physical, knock it back. Okay? Okay? And then out here, I mean, I don't know what technique he's actually playing. He's lined up on a little small receiver. This guy's not going to block you. You know what I'm saying? He can be better off just getting in here and going against lane right here. This little receiver ain't gonna block you. He's going to avoid you. He's going to avoid you whatever, but he's not going to block you. Lane going to end up coming block you. So you pretty much get inside shoulder of this and ignore him. Ignore this dude. He can't do nothing to you. You're a big old defensive end. You should never even worry about a little bitty wide receiver lined up on the line of scrimmage right in front of you. Get right here. The back's offset. That's the other thing. The back's offset. So you know that it got to come across formation. It's going to take some time. So you know he's not blocking you. Okay, guys. Look at this play. Did we not just see this play? We just saw this play. It's going to be dive solid. It's going to be a double here. It's going to be a double here. They're going to tight end off the ball again. It's a left call for the defense because the three techniques to the left. It's a left call here. So basically, the back's offset here. So the only place the back can run is here or across the formation. So let's talk about alignments then. If the back's offset away from me and it looks like he's playing a two-eye, a two inside technique, I'm going to get a little heavier on this guy because I know the back is running this way. And I know I'm getting a double. So I'm going to get in a two-eye. I'm going to get heavier on this guy. I'm gonna knock his ass back, set me a new line of scrimmage. I'm gonna punish him, punish his inside half, you know, shoot my hands, because I know a double team's coming. Here, back offset to you, get tighter. Split his middle with this foot. Take this foot and split his middle. Because you know the back's here. The back's going across the formation. That's the only run they can do, unless Jalen keep it on the edge, and they ain't got nothing to do with us up front. Not inside, especially inside. So go ahead and get in here and put this foot down the middle and split him. You're too wide right now. You're making this double team a lot easier for these guys. A lot easier for these guys. You're making this double team easier for these guys. Get heavy on him. Punish him. Get heavy on this guy. Since the back's to you on the same side, going across, you know he's going across here. He's going across the formation here. Get heavier. Heavier here. Here. I would love to see this guy, this crease right here. Come down in here and play this crease. Get down in here and play this. Play this crease right here. Because the back is offset to you. Let these small guys and these guys outside handle this Jalen if he pull the ball on a run out here. Let them handle that. Let the linebacker scrape over the side. Because right here, if you put a guy, you got a guy in this gap already. You need to be heavier. You get a guy in this gap, penetrating. It's hard for a running back to cut the thing back. If he offset to you to cut it back and get back outside you, you're probably going to end up making a play if this guy don't block you or get down on you. But you know he's down blocking. Automatically, you know he's down blocking with this guy here, okay? And then have somebody come up the line of scrimmage and take care of Jalen if you keep this thing on the edge, okay? But that's how you got to play this. Outside the edge here, okay? Let's see what happened. Okay? We're still catching up front. We ain't punishing nobody. You know what I'm saying? We're still catching up front. You got to go punish those guys. You want to set a new line of scrimmage, go punish the guys. He continues to play two guys. He continues to play two guys for some strange reason. He should be punching this guy right here. That's why I say get heavier, because you know it's coming this way. Get heavier here. Then therefore, if you got heavier, you probably can take away this right here. Take away that. Now you got this right here. You got to fight and stay. You can't get no. They can't get knocked back on you. They can't knock you back into the linebacker. Stay here and hold this thing, push this thing. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be physical to maintain that level right here on the line of scrimmage. Set a new line of scrimmage or stalemate. That's what it's got to be. Set a new line of scrimmage or it's got to be a stalemate right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, leverage, keep the outside leverage here. Outside leverage here. And the way they got him playing, it's kind of in an awkward, bad situation because this guy right here is open too. You're relying on the small guys to come in here and try to make this play because he's over the top right now. He should be over the top right now. I don't know why the linebackers are hesitating also because back was all set and you know that if they're going to run it, it's going to be this. It's going to be this. He can go and trigger right now. He can trigger right now. He can trigger right now. Okay? He trigger. This guy's sitting out waiting for a pull. If Jalen wants to keep this on the edge, then he's out here. And I'm pretty sure they got a guy outside somewhere here. Let's go ahead and finish the play. See where it runs. Cut all the way back. Now. It cut all the way back. Now you see why I said for number 8 to be in that crease. Okay? It keeps this from happening. This cutback from happening right here. Okay? Let's finish the play. He didn't get in there, but let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, let's talk about it. Now, they almost scored on this play. And what happened on this play was this running back got the ball, started downhill, didn't see anything, decided to cut it all the way back here. All the way back here. That's why I said this number 8 should be right here in this crease. That prevents this cutback that he just did. He will make this play in the backfield. Because he would get in this crease, his key would be this guy. He gonna come and pretty much hit this crease, which is the C gap right here. Guy off the ball, tight end off the ball, hit this crease right here, and he's gonna be a C gap player. And with him down blocking, it'll make it a lot easier. He go down there and make this play, okay? Let's see it unfold. Let's see the play. So he will make that play right now. There you go. You wouldn't have that cutback right there. The Eagles are lined up in a 2-eye 2 technique, a 3 technique, then you got your outside rushes outside, okay? Now, here's the thing about this. I just want to talk about this guy right here, and this 2-eye technique, okay? So many times I see guys on defense in this 2-eye do this. They try to hit and get outside and go outside. All you doing by doing that is buying time for this guy right here, the quarterback. You buying time for him. The quickest path to the quarterback to get up in his face and make something happen is through his inside shoulder. Okay? The perfect alignment for this is to put your outside foot right inside of his inside foot. Your outside foot inside of his inside foot to give you more of a more on the edge of this guy. Okay? When the ball snap, you should be coming straight ahead, knocking this back, stand on this path, and if it is play action, you in the quarterback face right now. You make this a whole different throw for this guy. But the fact that they can get you lined up in a 2-eye, knowing that you're going to jump outside like this, you're just buying time for this quarterback to make plays. So guys, when y'all line up in this 2-eye technique, go straight ahead. Knock it back, knock it back, knock it back. You'll end up in the quarterback phase, and a lot of times you end up getting a sack. But a lot of guys, I've seen too many guys that want to jump out here. That is easy for him. You making his job easy if you do this. You making it easy. So come straight ahead, get in the quarterback phase. 2 things gonna happen. You either gonna get in his face, cause a bad throw, you may get a sack off of that, but at least you're not gonna let the quarterback have clear vision down the field to throw balls. You're gonna be in his face right now. The quickest path from A to B is a straight line. A straight line. Not this. Not this. Let's see what happens. There you go. Jumped outside. Almost got there. See how close he was. Okay, here. Got the center here. So he's in a 0 technique. 72 is in a 0 technique. And I can tell you right now, I know his job right now is to come straight ahead, knock this back, and get to at least a yard and a half in the backfield. Just come straight ahead. Come straight ahead. If he comes straight ahead, the back's offset here. In this case, you know, the running back's offset to his left. So if he just comes straight ahead, no matter where this running back is offset for him in a 0, his job is to knock this back right here. Now, the fact that this back is offset to this side, this guy should be in a more of a 4-eye technique. He is a 4-eye technique. But he should have his outside foot right inside of his this tackle's inside foot. He should be in here, in this gap. It does him no good to be head up or more outside. He needs to be more inside right here. The back's offset. Like I told you, this back only gonna run, he can run here. In this case, he ended up running out here. He ended up running way out here. I think he hit out here, side of this guy. Now, he's a 4-eye technique. His job is to knock this back. Now, he can be a little heavier. Because the back's offset. He can be a little heavier on this guy. Maybe split his foot, split his middle with his outside foot. So he still maintains his beak out, but he can be a little heavier because the back's offset. Because chances are this guy's going to leave. He's going to come here with this offset back being away from you. Okay? So basically, he did a good job. Now, what happened was he left. He attacked this guy. Now, I never like guys playing with the man side hand down because it always puts you a step behind. I always felt like it puts you a step behind. I always tell my guys, if you're one of these guys, if you're not on the ball, well, it don't matter what hand you got down on the ball because you're going to knock that straight back. But if you on the side, on one of these sides, I always put the ball side hand down. This hand should be down. This foot should be back. That way you can play accordingly. Because the only thing he can do is try to cut you off. And if you step with your inside foot, you jacking him up, you good. And if he comes out to block you, you good. Okay? So therefore, he maintained this B gap. He did a good job maintaining this B gap. But this guy right here, this nose, was god awful on this play. God awful on this play. He ended up over here on this side of this guy. Okay? This guy, I think this guy blocks out, the center blocks out. This guy ended up overtaking him because he didn't come off the ball right away and knock this back. He messed around seeing too much. Ended up on this side of this guy, which gave this running back an easy run. Let's check it out. See what I'm saying? Look where he at. Look where he ended up. So there's the center. He's going to get him a block. Now, this nose, who should be right here right now, he should be right here. He ended up on the other side of the guard. The other side of the guard. And eventually he going to knock the tackle off. Who, look at this guy. He should be in here right now. He should have lined up more inside and be right here right now. But it wouldn't have mattered because this guy's going to knock him off no matter where he line up. This guy should have been right here right now. He should have been inside leverage. And he jack him up. Don't let him get it. Jack him up. Maintain your B gap. And let's see where they run this ball. Right where the nose should be. The 0. Right there. Now you get a whole bunch of yards. And punishing at the end. And punishing guys at the end. Okay, let's see this play one more time. Let's see it all the way out. Let's watch this guy. Watch this guy. Tell me he's supposed to be knocking this back. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened again. More inside here. Right here. More inside here. Backs offset to you. More inside here. You got a guy outside. More inside here. More inside here. Let's see. That just looked bad. Here's the difference in the ball game right here. This turnover, along with the Eagles' inability to stop the run of their running backs, is the difference in the game. Because the Chiefs, they outrushed them, and this turnover was the difference in the game. This was a close game. If this turnover don't happen, I think the Eagles win the Super Bowl. I think the Eagles win the Super Bowl. Because even with the Chiefs outrushing them, this score was close. And I always say the team that can run the ball and stop the run usually win these games. But there's another factor, the turnover. There was only one turnover in this whole game. And this is it right here. This right here, I feel, is the difference in this whole ball game. Right here, he just lost the ball. He just lost the ball. Chiefs pick it up, and they run for a score. It's one thing to turn it over, but to give up a score on a turnover, that can break your back. That can truly break your back in a game of this magnitude. What happened on this play was they're going to motion to empty backfield set. Now with Jalen Hurts back here, when their team's motion to empty, it's pretty much to get you thin up here. But the Chiefs had some stunts and a blitz going on. They had a blitz going on, okay? This guy was supposed to pinch to the B gap. Of course, he didn't take his step and he ended up falling down, getting knocked to the ground, okay? This guy's dropping out. But the thing is, you can't drop out too fast. Not with Jalen Hurts back here. You got to come up here and at least touch this guy, you know, touch this guy, draws attention, and see what happened, and then get out of there, right? But he ain't even the problem. Because he got out. It's an empty backfield set. I can see what he was thinking. But right here, he should be stunned across face to this A gap. He should be stunned. He's stunned to this B gap. And they got an outside guy coming here, and they got an outside guy coming here. So he should get to this B gap. You got to get a step. Sometimes guys don't take their step, and they short step it or something, and they end up on the ground. So he's going to end up on the ground. He's going to drop out of there. He got to get tighter. I mean, it's okay to disguise it early, disguise this, but at some point get tighter so he can get across the face. Chris ended up not getting across the face, ended up backdooring this. He backdoored this. And it's left the seam right here with him on the ground. Then it allowed Hurts to be able to get out of there and go make some get some yardage. And this guy was supposed to come across the face too. And he got the blitzers on the outside. So let's see what happened. Pause. Okay. He got out of there. He should be right here. He should be right here. If anything, be on 69 knocking it back right here. Right? He's supposed to be across the face of this guy. He ended up going backdoor. He backdoored it. Okay? And he's supposed to be across the face. But he was too wide from the get-go. You got to get tighter. Sometimes you can disguise yourself out of the play. And I think that's happened sometimes with these guys. Instead of thinking, okay, I can disguise it, but by the time the center get on the ball, and by the time this quarterback starts his cadence, I got to be tighter so I can get across the face. So imagine if he was across the face here, making that effort to stay across the face, keep down the line, okay? And he stay up and don't fall down. Okay, you got your outside blitzers good. Your outside blitzers, they contain guys, okay? And this guy ended up getting across the face too. So you get across the face. This end right here, up the field here, knocking this back, there's nowhere for him to go. But he ended up getting out of there because guys didn't do their job and get across the face like they should. So we'll go back and watch this one more time, and just to clarify it. Okay, we get the back motioning out of the backfield. We got the back motioning out of the backfield. Okay, he should be coming across the face here. He gonna end up dropping out. It just don't hurt him as much as dropping out. But here's the thing: he gotta come to contact. At least touch the guy, reach out, try to touch him, and then get out of there. Because sometimes just reaching out, coming to contact, will allow you to know what's going on up front. That this ain't no pass. That you may see this and stay home and stay put and be able to help out. Okay, he should be pinching. Okay, he should be pinching, and he should be stepping with his inside leg. His stance is too wide for one. So therefore he don't get much of a step here. He ended up falling on the ground. Okay, and here's the thing about this guy: when he drops out of here, you drop out keeping your eyes on this guy. Okay, get to your landmark, but make sure you keep your eyes on this guy. Watch this guy throughout the play. He's pretty much lost. He don't even know it's a run until it's too late. On this play, it's just about knowing what's going on. Well, first off, this empty backfield. There's only Jalen back here, right? So therefore, this guy don't have to be too heavy on this guy, right? Put your outside foot on his inside foot, be more in the gap. Give you a better chance to pass rush if it's a pass, okay? It also gives you a better way to play this 2-eye, a better chance on this 2-eye. But there's no backs in the backfield. The rule of thumb is if there's an empty backfield set, get more in the 2-eye. Get more in the 2-eye. If a back is to your side, get more in the 2-eye in the gap. Get more in the gap, okay? Empty, more in the gap. Back to your side, more in the gap. Because if it's a back, imagine a back being right here. He have to run across the formation this way, right? Either down across the formation. Give yourself more of a chance right here. So, therefore, there's no back. More in the 2-eye, okay? Right here, he got a two-way go. So he decided to swim. And I tell guys all the time, if you can take the swim game, the swim move out of your game as much as possible, you're going to be a better football player, okay? Because swim moves get you caught and give you more of a surface area to hit you. So he swims this, which he's still in his gap, though. No big problem there, okay? He could have helped this out way more if he was more in the 2-eye, just going straight ahead, knocking this back. Now, Jalen couldn't do this and then cut it back, go to here. Now, this guy got to have some more awareness. He's on lane. One thing we know about Lane, if it's pass, Lane's going to kick real hard with his outside foot. He's going to kick real hard with his outside foot. Lane goes down and helps out with the guard. He helps out on this tackle. He sticks a hand in here. He steps down, actually. That should have been a red flag for this guy. As soon as Lane stepped down, he should have stopped and played football. He could have folded over the top to help out. Because he was up the field. We call that a natural TE game. It's a natural TE game. So he's up the field. As soon as Lane stepped down, you know right now, this might not be passed. This can't be passed. So when Lane stepped down to help with this guy, stop, fold, and go help out. He could have made this tackle, helped out with this tackle right in here somewhere. More in the gap, knock it straight up the field. He'd be in a better situation, okay? He kind of went with the center. He was reading this guy, and what happened right here, Kelsey folded. He folded over the top behind this guy. He folded behind this guy, okay? So he went over the top when Kelsey folded. Just stay put in play. And I know what he was thinking. I get over here, Kelsey, but you got a guy knocking his back right here. You got outside leverage here. And then this guy, he can help out. So let's watch the play and see what happens. Now, he's too far up the field now. He stepped down to allow you to go up the field so he can club you by. Club you by. Here go the swim move. Opened up a lot of surface area, a lot of area in here. But it opened up a lot of surface area on your body. On your body. So swim. Imagine him jacking this dude and hit him in the chest with his hands. Be physical with his hands. It'd be a better situation right now. He probably shed this block and come in and help too. Shed this block, come in and help too. This guy, imagine knocking his back up the field right here. Keep knocking it back up the field. Think about getting a yard and a half up the field. That's why I tell all these guys, try to penetrate a yard and a half, knock it back, set a new line of scrimmage. Imagine him being right here right now. Right in here. There's no cutback now. Him folding, helping out, okay? But he wasn't fooled by this step down. He stepped down, and then he wasn't fooled by that, okay? He knew exactly what was going on because he saw him step down. Because Lane gonna kick real big when he kick the pass set. He always do it. So if you do anything different, red flag, okay? Maintain your outside leverage here. He did a good job of sitting down because he realized something was going on, okay? He sat down, he got the outside leverage here, okay? Instead, Jalen get out, get a big run. This play gonna look real familiar. It's the same setup. Tight end off the ball, you know. It's gonna be dive solid, back offset. 3 techniques here. He's in a good spot. He just got to hit this and go play. Your 3 technique. Maintain your B gap. Okay? And he got a 2-eye over here. Now, this time, backs away. He got tighter on this guy. He got you in a good position right here to be able to knock him back, but he got to be physical. He still ain't got the physical part of it. You know the backs here is either this or it's this. He's coming across the formation if it's a run to the running back. So therefore, now you're in a better alignment. You're heavier on this guy because you know the back's away from you. Okay? If the back was to you, you'd be inside the gap more. Foot to foot, right here. His outside foot on his inside foot. Okay? But right here, he's split in the middle of the guy. Good position. Now knock it back. Here, just keep coming. Knock that back. Okay? It's the double team on you. Just punish this guy. Matter of fact, I think right here, he's a little too wide because of this back. He should be tighter on this guy in the 3 technique. Tighter on this guy so you can punish this guy and stay in here and play, okay? Now, it worked out because they got a blitz going on. This linebacker ended up coming across the top. I think this linebacker finally realized this formation. They done showed this formation 3-4 times during the game, okay? They got an insert here, tight end off the ball. I would like to see this end right here. They put him right here and hit this right here. I like to see them hit this right here. Chris, be tighter right here because the back's to your side. Be tighter right here. You know, to realize what the backfield telling you. Be smart. We're going to play the percentages. Percentages tell me that this guy get the ball, it's going to be here, it's going to be here. Okay? If they toss it, we got guys out here to handle that. We ain't worried about that too much, okay? But right here, get tighter so you can punish this guy. And then I would love to see this DN or right here, whoever this is right here, get in this crease every time. When he down block for this double team on this dive solid, he blocked down, we come right off his hip, and we make this play in the backfield. Now this linebacker gonna end up scraping hard here. I think there's an adjustment. They saw this happen a few times to him, okay? Especially down here in the red zone. And I think that this linebacker was like, okay, this time I'm gonna go around and hit this thing. I'm gonna hit my gap right now. And that's what's difference. That was the difference in the play because there was nowhere to go. And Chris ended up playing out of his alignment, back out, but it worked out for him because they had everybody being physical on this side pretty much and making it happen. Let's see the play. Chris jumped out of it. See, he jumped out of this fit right here. He's double team on him, but this is his gap right here. Now, if Lane blocks him out and this back end up curling back here, that will be his fault, right? Because he's supposed to be a B gap player and play. So that's why I say you got to get heavier on this guard and punish this guard so you can stack them up right here. Either stalemate or we're going to knock it back, set a new line of scrimmage, okay? They give it to the running back. Now watch 50. 50 is different here. He ain't sitting here waiting no more. He ain't waiting no more. He coming right now. Coming right now, right? Coming right now. Double team here. He ain't getting knocked off the ball into the linebackers right now because he was a little tighter, right? He was a little heavier on him. He stalemated them a little bit right there, okay? Let's watch the rest of the play. See what I'm saying? Chris came out. He ended up getting in on this play. But like I said, they'd put that guy in the crease right here. There's no cutback. That cutback would never happen. They put him in the crease and let him hit that crease. That split, that tight end tackle split, that crease between the tight end and the tackle. That gap between the tight end and the tackle. Tight end off the ball, okay? Here's the crease right here that I'm talking about. Take him, bring him right here. Bring him right here. Because you already know the back's offset to you. There's nothing much they're going to do to this side. It's hard to run on this side, back offset to you, unless you're going to run a toss play, and that's kind of hard. You got guys off the ball that can scrape. You got guys off the ball that can scrape, especially Jalen keep it. You got guys out here to handle that, okay? But this guy right here, back offset to you, it's a waste of time dealing with these two guys here. And get right here. Get right here. Tighter right here, punish him. Punish him, good. That's a good alignment. Heavier on him because the back's away, punish him, and go get it, okay? Let's watch the play again. The linebacker right there decided that he recognized the play and did something different there. This might be the easiest score ever. Because what's going to happen here is that this pretty much was this is good scouting or good game planning by the coaches. Because it look like the Chiefs are in nickel. What's going to happen is this guy's going to motion out, taking this guy with him, okay? Now, he's going to come to the end of the line right here, end of the line of scrimmage. There's no off-the-ball defender now. There's no off-the-ball defender now. So basically, it's body on body, kick out by Kelsey, and Jalen just easily runs into the end zone. Now, this guy going to kick down inside, but I think he kicked down inside too far. I think he kicked down inside to a 4-eye. He should have been right here on the 4-eye. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really think he's big enough going against my man right here. So he kicked to a 4-eye right here. He should have kicked to a 4-eye, but he ended up kicking to a 3 technique, which made these blocks easier. Down on him, him pull, kick out, walk into the end zone. I can run that touchdown easily. I can run that touchdown easily. Okay, right here, it's 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1. Great opportunity for the Eagles to get off the field and get the ball back, have them punt it, get the ball back. Okay. They're in an offset back. They got a back at home, quarterback under center, back at home, and they got an offset back here. Offset guy here. Okay? Now, the Eagles are lined up in a 0 and 2-3 techniques with their outside guys here. Okay? Now, all this guy got to do, and this small guy from Georgia, which I hate, that he didn't even use his hands here. So his technique got to get better. He got to shoot his hands to this guy and knock this guy back. That would eliminate this handoff here, coming back cross. So his job should be to hit him and knock him back. If he set a new line of scrimmage at least a yard in the backfield, this play is pretty much over. Right here, he's fine. He just got to play his 3 technique. Play his 3 technique here. Here, he's fine. And all they got to do is just do their job and play their 3 techniques. Play their 3 techniques. The alignments are fine. Back at home, offset back, fine, okay? So jack him up, set a new line of scrimmage. This is your B out. Stay in your B out, okay? Guy motioned away from him down the line. He came over and he motioned away. Should tell you something that, and plus the back's at home. This back's at home, okay? His key is this guy right here. So basically, you just can't get too far up the field right here. It's 3rd and 1, okay? It's 3rd and 1. Same here. He can line up in here actually and go get it. You know what I'm saying? That might be Kelsey. If that Kelsey, then I line up right inside shoulder of him and maintain my C gap out here. Okay? So let's watch this play and how it unfolds. Okay, got motion. Now here, insert. Get in that crease. See right here? Let's go. I'll go back in a second, but right here, as soon as he came over and got in this insert, this tight end off the ball, it's just another way they're setting up their play. You know what I'm saying? This tight end off the ball, crease right here, crease right here. I'll get in this crease and go hit it. Get your pads down, stay low, get your 3 technique right here. Now this guy, he should be attacking him, right? Should be attacking him, knocking him back. He ended up getting over here, hands down. No, he didn't shoot his hands at all. Should be shooting him to the center. If you shoot him to the center and knock it back, we good to go. Right here, don't peek in here. Don't get too heavy. You are a 3 technique player. Sweat is an outside guy, okay? He's an edge guy. But they ran the ball right here. That's his play to make all day. Right here. So Hargraves got to make this play. He's in a 3 technique. He got to stay here and he got to play. Everybody got a job to do. So if he stay outside and do his part, 57 is responsible for this A gap right here. He actually right now, when this back went away, he actually right now, if he saw what was going on up front, this double team, he got to run through and go make this play right now. Go make this play right here, okay? He didn't run through. Hargrave ended up being inside here peeking inside or too heavy. No extension on the block. No extension on the block. He got no lockout. He got no lockout. No knockback here. No lockout. Too high. Got to hit that low. Stay low right there. And Sweat got to maintain his outside edge. Right now, he got no separation. No separation at all. He got to lock that out. Maintain his outside leverage. Let's let the play run. There it is. If he's outside right now, this 3 technique, this Hargraves right here, there's 43 is scraping right here. He's trying to scrape over the top. He shouldn't be scraping over the top, really, because Hargraves should make this play on the line of scrimmage right here. And Josh Sweat should anchor this thing and be able to fall back in here too. He should be able to fall back in here too. But right here, he's in the A gap. He came across to the A gap. You know, he buried his head, and look where he at now. If he knocked this back, this don't even get outside of him. But now he buried his head. He knocking Fletch off, and then now he's off to the races. That's how you lose ball games right there. And that's the difference in the game right there. That's 3rd and 1. Imagine that those guys played that technique right and got a tackle in the backfield for a loss, and now it's like 4th and like maybe 1.5, 2 yards, which probably what it would have been if my man 90 would have just knocked that back and made a play back there. And then now they got to punt the ball. They punt the ball. We get another opportunity on offense. And that's what it's all about. This is how you lose games right here. Let's watch this play one more time. Okay? There it is. Watch 9-7. He already in trouble. Didn't shoot his hands and don't got outside leverage. Okay? Don't got outside leverage. Now, say he end up in that position right there where he loses outside leverage, right? Now get back out there right now. Get back out there right now in your B gap. See, he peeked again. See, saw that peek? Watch him peek. 9-7. Watch 9-7 peek inside for the Eagles. Peek, in trouble. Can't peek. You got to do your job. And that's it. Let's see what Josh looked like on the edge right here. he ain't bad. I thought he got upfield too much, but he ain't bad. But right now, he got to sit that down, be able to fall back and help right here. Now, if 97 was where he's supposed to be, if he was in his B, got where he's supposed to be, it will actually give Josh a chance to help out, right? 97 going to make this play all day. There's no reason for it to get outside of 97, okay? 57. Now, he should shoot the gap right now. He got a double team in front of him. You got guys blocking heavy in front of him. He got to think. He just should probably shoot the gap right now. Go make this play in the backfield right there. Right there. Go make the play in the backfield. Okay? Backside. Fletcher's got cut out. He got to go. He got to get off the ball and go. Yeah, he got to get off the ball and go. He actually might be a little bit too loose with the backfield set. You got to back at home, get a little heavier on that guard. Because you know double team's going to come, or they're going to do this right here, try to cut you off. He probably need to be a little bit heavier on this guard. Okay? Just like 97 is on the other side. He probably need to be on his shoulder, on the tip of his shoulder right here. Because it's a run. It's 3rd and 1. I wouldn't expect them to come out with nothing else. It could be run or a quick pass. But all they did was misdirection, come back across the formation. They knew these guys were going to be undisciplined in their gaps, and that's what happened. They ended up running to get a first down right here. I mean, that, like I said, that's how you lose games. Okay, remember earlier when I told you guys that this guy's in the 2-eye? The quickest path to a quarterback is a straight line. You know, matter of fact, there's nobody in the backfield here, so he can get more in the 2-eye. Put your foot inside of his foot, this foot inside of his inside foot, and you're in a good alignment. You'll be more in here, right? So the quickest path to the quarterback when you're in this 2-eye technique, because you're the foundation of the defense right here. This 2-eye is the foundation of the defense. So you put your foot inside his foot and go straight through his shoulder. He cannot stop you. There's no way he can stop you, and you got half a man already. You half a man already. But watch this guy. He's going to jump out of the 2-eye to go outside. So basically, when you line up like this should be our speed rush side right here. BG coming off the edge, 2-way go here, speed it. If you don't got it, 2-way go here. Okay, right here on top of the quarterback, knock it back, keep going. Don't come out of this gap. Don't jump out of this gap. Right here, edge rush. Okay, and I think Kansas City O-line did a good job of blocking these guys. Watch this battle right here on this play. You know what I'm saying? I know he got frustrated, but he blocked his ass off in this game. You know what I'm saying? He had a bunch of sacks during the season. All these guys did. A lot of these guys, BG had a bunch of sacks. But they did a good job of blocking them up front. But right here, this 2-eye, you got to keep straight, go through this shoulder, quickest path to get in his face and make something happen, okay? Watch what happens. If he do that, right here, it's a sack for him. It's a sack for him. Let's watch this play. Watch what he do. Jump outside right away. He jumps outside right away. The center ain't even looking at him. Center's actually helping out over here, okay? Because the center kind of feel like this 3 technique got a 2-way go. So they sliding to this 3 technique right here, right? They sliding to the 3 technique. If he goes right here and just get up the field and keep going, he going to get a sack. Watch what happens. And see? If he just stayed in there right away, he got a sack. You can't jump out of that 2-eye and expect to get to the quarterback. You're just giving the quarterback more time, like I said earlier. Okay, watch this play. I want to watch this guy right here on the inner line of scrimmage. Tight end already looking inside, so you can tell he ain't blocking you, right? He ain't blocking. You know you're on the goal line pretty much. You're on the goal line, you know. So basically, anything down block, you want to close and go meet the guy deep as you can meet it. This guard's going to pull. So you want to basically get close as hard as you can and go meet this guard as deep as you can inside here. He stepped underneath himself and got up the field. That's what got him in trouble. So now it's an easy kick out, an easy score for these guys. You know what I'm saying? So basically, he's the only guy that can really help them on this play by closing and meeting this guy as deep as he can in here. Because you already know what's coming. You got 2 guys all set away from you, too. That should tell you a lot, too. Anything run-wise is coming across the formation. You should already know with this wing right here and how they set up. And right here, they should be yelling out over here, why off. They should be yelling some stuff right here to let them know that something may be coming back. So basically, you got to offset back. The only way they can run is here. So get here, get outside, get you a good little tilt, and get ready to close hard as you can to go meet something right down in here. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop this run game right here, because that's what it look like. They're setting up run game. It look like run game all the way. Okay? So this guy right here, he steps underneath himself. He get up the field, opening up this space right here, which allows them to score. He got to close as hard as he can and go meet this puller. This guy is going to do this. You got to go meet him somewhere in here. You got to meet him somewhere in here. Now it closes off this gap that he has to get through this little hole right here. Let's see it unfold. Let's see how it go. Okay, he stepped underneath himself right there. All he did was widen himself. This tight end blocked down. Right now he should be somewhere in here. Off this guy's shoulder right here. Then close. It should meet this guy right here that's pulling somewhere in here. Of course, he got up the field too far. Now he got kicked out. Instead of being down in here, he ended up there. Okay? Now they hand this thing off, and it's an easy score into the end zone. Just little things, little technique things that can make you a whole lot better as a football player. Just want to make a coaching point right here, guys. These guys are running what we call a TE game. That's tackle first. Tackle going to penetrate this gap first. The end going to take 3 steps and try to come around. Okay. Usually you run this expecting the center to slide away from you. Okay. They got a 2-eye right here. But in their case, the Eagles, they slide to the 3 technique. Okay. So basically, instead of sliding here, helping here, he helping that to the 3 technique. They slide to the 3 technique side. So therefore, when he get upfield and he come around, the center is going to be sitting here waiting on you. So anytime you're running a TE game, tackle end, tackle defensive end, okay, a TE that we get TE from, tackle end. When this guy come around, and anytime you see the center sitting here, you got to go bull rush him. Just bull rush the hell out of him and try to put him in the quarterback's lap, okay? And I'm gonna run this, and you're gonna see my man. He just stayed high. He never attempted the bull rush. You got to be physical. When you come around there and you don't come clean, and you actually see the center fanning your way, looking at you, go bull rush him and knock him into the quarterback's lap. Because right here on this play, just if you bull rushed him and knocked him back a little bit, it may make this quarterback adjust the ball just a little bit, and that's the difference in a completion and an incompletion, especially on that sideline over there. Let's watch it. Right here. See, he high. He never expected the center to come his way. You're not gonna always come clean. So you got to expect him to slide to this 3 technique side and go bull rush him. Okay? Go bull rush him. And that's the key to it. That's the key to it. So when if you come around, you see that center standing there, bull rush him and just try to knock him back into the quarterback's lap and make this step through a little bit tougher. And maybe he floated a little bit more, and this is not a completion, especially when it's this close to the sideline. I assume on this play that these 2 guys are running a ET game, which end first, tackle around, okay? I feel like the best way to run this game, you gotta get him to open up. You gotta get up the field a little bit to get him to open up, right? He took a path. He went right now. Now, unless they're running a quick game, it's the only thing I can think of a reason him to go right now. Usually they take a couple steps and then they go inside. Tackles. The best way to run this game is not to sit here on the line of scrimmage. Actually knock this dude back like you really pass rushing him. Okay? And then when he get to where he get through the B gap, when you get to the B gap, then you come tight off of him to go get the quarterback. Because you guys standing on the line, sitting on the line of scrimmage, you just got a longer way to go to get to the quarterback. And here you're going to see Jalen take off. And now you're going to be in a chasing match, okay? Right here, knock it back. And the further you knock it back, the closer it pushes you to the quarterback. And then when this end come and get his beak out, you can scrape right off of him and get 2-on-1 right here. 2-on-1 right here. Because this end can pretty much knock him off and leaves 2-on-1 right here. And you scrape off, you done knocked it back, you scrape outside, you that much closer to the quarterback. You that much closer to the quarterback. Sitting on the line of scrimmage don't help a whole lot right here. So let's run through it. Okay, see, he's just sitting on the line of scrimmage. This guy don't even think that you're coming. He looking outside right now. He knows something's up. But they're gonna man it. They're gonna man it because you're sitting on the line of scrimmage. Okay? They're pretty much gonna man it because you really sitting on the line of scrimmage. Because he see that my man got his guy. He on his guy, he good. So they're not going to switch it. They're going to man it, okay? If you knock this back, get into the shoulder like you always rush in that 2-eye, straight ahead. The quickest path to the quarterback is a straight line. Knock it back with some good separation, okay? And then when he come around and he get this hip of this guy, you scrape right off, because you're going to be deeper back here. You're going to be closer to the quarterback. You're going to scrape right off and be that much closer to the quarterback and make a play, okay? And plus, you give your end a chance to win by keeping his attention, be physically rushing him inside, keeping his attention, and letting his end do his thing. Now, this end went quick. He went right now. I'd like to see him take a couple steps upfield to get him to open up more, then take the inside and have you knock it back, and then you guys meet somewhere up in here, and then you scrape tight off. You skin cut that thing right off his hip, tight off his hip, and you'll be that much closer to the quarterback, that much closer to making a play. Right here, you just buying time for the quarterback. He don't feel like you rushing right here. He just sitting in the pocket buying time. And he went quick, and he got knocked down in here, and now the quarterback gets out, and now you got to go chase. Just watch the end of it. And get straight down that line. Don't go where the quarterback's at. Get straight down that line, and you'll meet him that much faster toward the sideline. So don't go where you at. Don't come up the field where you at when you start running like that. Get straight down the line and go meet him on that sideline. Okay, on this play, the Eagles are in a zero technique here. He should be knocking this back, just like last time. Should be knocking it back. Get your hands on this guy, knock it back. He disappeared, keep going, make something happen in the backfield, okay? He's in a 4-eye technique, a 4-eye technique. So that means that he should jack up the inside shoulder of this tackle, eyes in the beak out. So he's responsible for this beak out. He's in a 4-eye. He should jack this guy up. He can be more in a 4-eye. Really, he can put foot inside his foot. He ain't bad there. But jack him up and play accordingly because the back's on his side. The back is offset to his side, right? Quarterback's in shotgun, back offset. These guys can loosen up inside their gaps a little bit. He's outside, and then we got our end outside here. But right here should be knock back, maintain eyes in this gap right here, knock back, eyes in this gap right here. So they're responsible. The tackles are responsible for the beat outs, these two guys, and then go from there. Now on this play, he's gonna hand the ball off here. You're gonna see 91. He gonna jump outside here to the 5 technique. I don't know why he did that. So he should knock this back and make this play right here. Should knock this back and make a play right here. But he jumped outside here, and this back is gonna come right here and run for a nice little gain on first down. Just watch it. Here we go. See, he outside right now. He jumped outside. Should have been jacking that up inside shoulder, knocking it back. If anything, this back should continue outside where we got guys out there to do their part. But 91 should have been jacking him up, knocking him back. I don't know why their noses always took a side or did something that they shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Or they 2 gaps removed or something like that. So I don't know why they just didn't jack people up and knock them back. But right here, it should be in the 4-eye right here. 4-eye right here. Maintain this 4-eye, fall in there and make a play. Let's see what is hit. Hit right where he should be. On this play, You got a 4-eye right here by 97. 90 is in a shade. You just got to maintain this A gap, not the center back, maintain your A gap, not this back, maintain your B gap. Now he's gonna get too high on this play. What's gonna happen is you're gonna get too high standing up, and this guy gonna come get his hip, and they're gonna roll him up out of there. You're gonna roll him up out of here, okay? He did a nice job on this play. He jacked this guy up, had his outside leverage and his B gap. He did a real nice job on this play. 91 did a nice job on this play. Then you got the guys outside. You got the ends outside. Now here's the thing I would have changed, and I don't think they would coach it this way, and I know the Eagles probably didn't coach it this way. But look, you got 1, 2, 3. You got the guard, tackle, tight end. Then you got another tight end. He kind of slightly off the ball. Then you got another guy right next to him. Now, I would always tell this guy, you know, we're going to line up on that wing. We're going to count him as a wing because this is a tight end right here. Count him as a wing. We're going to get right here. We're going to line up right here. Because when this play starts, you're going to see what happened when he line up too wide here. Because he can't get down in here. This back going to get this ball and going to hit it right up in here. He could have made a difference on this. If he inside shoulder here, you know, inside shoulder, we call this a crease really because there's a tight end here. He's slightly, he looked like he owned the ball to me. But it's like he might be slightly off the ball. But right here, we're going to be inside of this guy, no matter what. We're either going to jack up his inside and play inside of him and play right here in this gap or in this crease, you know what I'm saying, or the D gap, if they want to call it that. We're going to play in this D gap, and we're going to make this play. But out here, we can't make it from way out here. Now, he's going to get rolled out of here, leaving a lot of space right in here because he's too wide. You know what I'm saying? That's way too far out there, you know. And he's in a 4-eye, then I want him in a 6 head up or a 6 inside right here. Matter of fact, I would tell him just hit this crease and go get it. The back's at home, quarterback is under. It's toward the end of the game. They're gonna run the ball. So we got to make sure we line it up right and make it happen. I don't know what they told him, how they told him to line up, but as always, you count like 3 guys through the tight end. You see a tight end, you got 2 more guys. Then I'm lining up inside this guy here. Right here. You know, when you'll see this play, when I run this play, you're going to see where he blocks. He would have had to block down on him. He'd have had to block down on him, jack him up, and you make this play in the backfield. Let's watch it. See what I'm saying? He would have been right there to make that play. On this play, I would just talk to my 2-eye right here. When you in a 2-eye, just go. Just line up right here. You got a back offset to your side. Get more inside this gap. Put that foot right there on his foot, inside his foot. Put yourself more in this gap and just go straight line. Straight line. Now, here's the thing. You don't want too much of this wasted movement. All this faking and stuff is only buying time for this guy to position himself and keep you from getting to the quarterback. And it's buying time for this guy. So line up in this 2-eye and just go right through that shoulder and be right on top of the quarterback. Right on top of the quarterback. Foundation of the defense right here. If you can get through there, penetrate, get in his face, quarterback they hate it when guys are in their face. Okay? Of course, these guys outside are just rushers. They coming, 3 technique rushing, got a 2-way go right here. Just go get it. Because this is the power side, this should be the speed side. Go get it. Go get it right here. Speed to power right here. Speed to power with the best rush right here. Some at the level of the quarterback coming back. Get to the level of the quarterback. You know, club him outside, come back. Those kind of things right here on this side. But right here, don't get too much wasted movement. Your movement should be straight ahead, out those hips, shooting those hands, penetrating through that A gap right into the quarterback's face. Let's watch it. Too much dancing right away. And all you did was give him a chance to get his inside hand on you and keep you from penetrating that gap. Now you got to fight. See how far. Look what he did on that play, guys. He got in the quarterback face, and he had a lot of wasted movement at first. The thing about it, he take away that wasted movement, what that would have did to the quarterback, he would have never made this throw. Let's watch it one more time. Okay? Take away that wasted movement. Take away that wasted movement and watch what would have happened. He probably would have got a sack. He probably would have got a sack. Because, you know, their D-line have no sacks in this game. No sacks in this game. You know, a lot of people said it was because they were slipping and falling down and all this stuff. And they said it was real slippery on the logo and stuff. and on logo up here. There was real slipping on the logo, but everybody was slipping down, falling, and everything. You got to have the proper shoes in these situations, man. You got to wear those studs, man. Get them 7 studs, whatever you got to do. 9, whatever you got to do to get your footing right. Make sure you go out early and test your shoes and do get-offs and do turns and do bend the corner and see if you're holding up, see if your shoes holding up. But it's slippery for both teams, guys. It's slippery for both teams, so you can't use that. You can't use that as an excuse. You can't use that as an excuse because it's equal for both teams. You just got to get the proper shoes and do the right thing to keep yourself from falling down and being on the ground so much. But right here, take away that wasted movement. Take away that wasted movement and just come straight through his shoulder. Straight through his shoulder. You will probably get a sack, and Mahomes will never get this ball off and then give you a chance to make a play and not give them a chance to get a first down here. Let's watch it again. And of course, I wanted to show this play, the old corn dog play. And they got this play from Jacksonville, but Jacksonville played the Eagles early in the season, and they used this play against the Eagles, and this is where they got it from. Basically, the Eagles switch off of everything. So basically, you're going to see this guy, he's going to go in motion or fake like he's going in motion. They're going to turn their heads, take their attention off of him, because he's trying to switch to him. He's trying to go back here, and he's trying to come over here for this jet sweep. They know that Kansas City runs a lot of jet sweep, and Kansas City did a good job of showing something similar, like a jet sweep similar to this play, to let them know that they'll run jet sweep, and that's what they're probably going to do. So it's pretty much they tricked him, and he came here in motion, stopped, came back out. He ended up wide open. But watch this guy, Kelsey. I think this is Kelsey. I'm not sure. I think it's Kelsey. He's going to end up wide open also, because they got confused right here, and he went to switch off, and I don't know if this guy thought he heard him, and so he started to go. He thought he didn't hear him, so he was going to go, and it ended up both of these guys ended up being open. So the old corn dog play, they got it from Jacksonville early in the season. It's a good job of their Kansas City coaching staff studying the defense and knowing what they do in the red zone, knowing that they go man-to-man in the red zone. They switch everything off. In this situation on motions and stuff, they switch everything off. But watch these two guys right here. He gonna come in motion, fake like he's gonna go on a jet sweep, and he's just gonna turn around, come back here, and be wide open for a touchdown. I just wanted to include this because this was big plays in the game. They did this twice. They did one on the other side. They did it twice. The Eagles didn't adjust to it. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like after the Jacksonville game early in the season, knowing that Doug Peterson coaches the Jacksonville Jaguars, him, Andy Reid, and that coaching staff have good relationships. Be enemy. All those guys got good relationships. He should have known that they were going to probably talk to each other, and that they should have known to go back and that this play may come up. I always think about the relationships that the coaches have with other coaching staffs. And then you got to kind of figure out, okay, Jacksonville, what did we do wrong in the Jacksonville game? Come back and correct that and make a change, okay? But they never came back and corrected anything, and they ended up staying with this, and they ended up hurting them in the Super Bowl twice. So let's run it and see what happened. Watch these two guys here. They're so confused, you know what I'm saying? Watch these guys. Now we got two guys open outside right here. They both went because one thought the other one didn't hear him, and now they all confused. You got two guys really open here. Easy touchdown. Just wanted to add this in here because this is another big play during the game. Special teams. You got to win the battle of special teams. And there was not a lot of big plays. There were no big plays in special teams other than the kickers kicking field goals until this punt return right here. And this was a huge play in the game. A huge play in the game because it allowed them to come back down and do corn dog from the other side and score again. So let's just watch this. Okay. Putting the ball, guys got to get in their lanes, and already it's not a lot of people. If he break this over here and get back to the side, you already can see that there was a lot of room over there. Now you take this all the way down to like 5-yard line. So now they're in scoring position again. Okay, here go the other corn dog play from the other side. Now the play before this, they actually ran a motion to see if they were still switching, if they made any adjustments. They ran a motion just to see if they were still playing it the same way. And of course they were playing it the same way. So now they come back, the next play, they ran it on first down. They ran the motion on second down. He ended up throwing it out the back of the end zone. They had nothing. And so now they come back with this and they score again on this play. Huge plays in the game right here. 2 scores for the Chiefs. Quick scores. Let's talk about this play. Of course, the Chiefs are trying to run out the clock here. And the one thing that stands out on this formation more than anything is this guy right here. How wide he is. He's stacked right behind this offensive tackle. He's stacked right behind this offensive tackle, and he's a fullback. And they got number 10 in the backfield, split backfield, 10 offset. So I'm not counting him. I'm saying that he's offset. Quarterback's under in this formation. Him being this wide behind this tackle as a defensive end, I'm thinking that this guy is coming to chop my legs out. So therefore, right here, I'm going to go meet him knowing that he's going to cut me or try to cut block me, get my hands down, stay alive. All you can do is stay alive here. Stay alive there. But Sweat was unaware of this position here, of this guy. He was unaware of the position of this guy, so therefore he just closed. This guy blocked down, he closed. This guy came to get his outside leg, and all 10 did was get the ball and run it on the outside here. You know, they blocked here, blocked these guys up front, and all he did was he came to get his knee. Sweat down, he tried to close, he came to get his knee. When he should have been coming to get this guy being this wide and being a fullback lineup in this situation. Okay? So if you come meet this, stay alive, and try to funnel himself outside to get this guy, then they have a chance. Let's watch it. Right now, see, Josh closed. He come to get his outside knee. You know, he came to get his outside knee. Okay? And then they, you know, look at they pull the guy. They pull one of the guards. Okay? Pull one of the guards. The receiver blocking out here. Pull one of the guards for this guy. And now he got a straight path to get on the edge here. Watch it one more time. Watch it here. They're going to pull 65. And I think they pull this guard here. I think that's what happened. They pull him, and they come chop his knee, outside leg, and then he gets the ball and get on the edge. Got everybody sealed inside. Good game. 4-eye, pretty much a 4-eye. I don't know if he's in a 3 or 4-eye. Could be a wide 3, but he a 4-eye. They got the B gaps. Now this guy, he only got one job. That's to knock this back as far as you can knock it back, especially if it's pass. Just knock it back. You run or pass. Just knock it back. Come straight ahead. Shoot your hands and knock it back. You're gonna see when this play start, he's dancing at the line of scrimmage. That's never good because you're not affecting the pocket by dancing at the line of scrimmage. You got to come be physical with them hands, put them in them numbers, and knock him back. And then stay down the middle, giving yourself a two-way go in case this quarterback decides to try to sneak out one of these A gaps. Okay? A gap. Because you got guys rushing in the B's, and you got to knock this back and be able to fall off on either side and get you a sack. But you got to knock this back. You can't sit at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what happened. Dancing at the line of scrimmage, going side to side. Then you chose the side. He went the opposite way. Big play in the game. Mahomes run for a first down. That pretty much sealed the game. On this play, I think the Eagles pretty much said let them score. Let them score right here because it's the only chance we got of trying to get a win. To let them score. As you can see, the D-line, none of these guys are really trying to play hard. You saw that. You can tell they were just trying to let him score or whatever, and that's what happened on this play. But he was smart enough to get down at the 1 yard line to allow them to run out the clock and to kick a field goal pretty much to win the game. Smart play. And there you have it. The Chiefs ended up beating the Eagles 38-35. There were so many things that happened during the course of this game. And this game could have went either way. It was a close game to the end. Even though Kansas City outrushed the Eagles 131-103. But the running backs is the key. Eagles running backs only had 45 yards rushing. The Chiefs running backs had 114 yards rushing. Okay? There are 3 reasons the Eagles lost this game. One was the rushing game by the running backs. The running backs able to run the ball, especially on critical downs. 3rd and 1, the downs when you had to have it. They end up running and getting nice yards on those plays. The other one was the turnover by the offense that led to a defensive score for the Chiefs. That was a backbreaker because that gave points away, and the Eagles could have maintained the ball, marched down the field, and scored. Even if they got a field goal, it would have been good. And the other one was special teams, that punt return by the Chiefs to get the ball down to the 5 yard line so they can run their second corn dog play to go ahead and score there. I mean, they got 2 scores in a matter of maybe a minute. 2 scores right there. That hurt them. But overall, the Eagles had 25 first downs. Chiefs had 21. Third downs, Eagles were 11 of 18. The Chiefs were 4 of 8. Okay? Total net yards, the Eagles had 417 to the Chiefs 340. Now, that could have been even better if they don't turn that ball over and allow the touchdown, the fumble the ball, Hurts fumble the ball, and the Chiefs score. Imagine if they keep that drive alive. That could be even more net yards right there. Offensive plays, was 72 plays for the Eagles, 53 for the Chiefs. And what that tells me is that the Chiefs were just efficient with their plays. They made every play count. They were real efficient. Every snap that they was on that field, they were efficient. Okay, TDs, the Eagles had 4 and the Chiefs had 5. So you tell how close this game really was. Field goals, the Eagles were 2 for 2 and the Chiefs were 1 for 2. Okay, the time of possession, check this out. The Eagles' time of possession was 35 minutes and 47 seconds, 35 minutes, 47 seconds, and the Chiefs' time of possession was 24 minutes, 13 seconds. They were efficient. They did everything right. They played hard, and that's why they won the game. Pretty much, I felt like the Eagles lost the game up front. We already know they didn't have any sacks in the game. So you got to give credit to the Chiefs' offensive line for not allowing them to come in there and bully them and get a bunch of sacks. And the Eagles had like 70 sacks on the season. That's why I tell people all the time, man, if you can stop the run and you can run the football, that's what matters most in these games, especially these playoff games and these big games. That's what matters most. If you can run the ball and stop the run, that's going to pretty much guarantee you a victory most times. Okay? I thought the Eagles up front, their alignments and their assignments were bad. That's what allowed the Chiefs to get those third down runs, get those first downs in the crucial moments when they had to run the ball. So I thought the Eagles' alignment and assignment up front was pretty off. And also, the red zone, the corn dog plays, going man in the red zone and allowing them to run those corn dog plays. They got 2 scores on that. That was big. And of course, like I say, special teams were that one special teams play. Just that one special teams play was the difference in the game because that allowed Kansas City to go down and score, and now at the end of the game, all they had to do is kick a field goal to go for the win. And I thought the running back just being smart and getting down at the 1 yard line when the they were trying to let them score. They're trying to let them score. Getting down at the 1 yard line to allow them just to kick a field goal to win it at the end after they killed the clock. That was big also. But it was a good game. I thought it was a hard-fought game. I really feel like both of these teams are capable of going back next year, or this year, I should say. I think they're very capable of going back and facing each other again. The Eagles, I feel like, to me, they're the strongest team this year. They bettered themselves this offseason. They got guys, I mean, at the draft, they had a nice draft, and plus they got a bunch of Georgia guys on that team. I've been saying this for a while. You're not going to win the Super Bowl if you don't have no Georgia guys on your roster. If you don't got no Georgia guys on your roster, forget it. Forget it. You know, we dogs, we special, you know what I'm saying? We breed champions. So you got to get some dogs on your roster. But other than that, I thought it was a good game. I thought it was a hard-fought game. The game could have went either way. I think the Eagles hurt themselves in so many ways. Those three phases, the rushing game, that turnover, and also that punt return. Those three things killed the Eagles in this game. Other than that, you take those things away, then it's a different outcome. It's a different outcome. But overall, you know I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed watching it. You know, like I said, when it comes to these Super Bowls, the best team don't always win. It's the team that plays the best that day or that night that win games. Back when we were in the Super Bowl in 2017, we stopped the run. Patriots could not run on us. We was the number one run defense in the league, and that was the key to winning that game. You know, Tom Brady threw for a whole bunch of yards, but we hit him more than anybody in any game that year. I think we hit him like 14 times in that game. And that was the difference in the game. And we ended up getting the one sack that mattered. Of course, y'all know the famous Brandon Graham sack. That sack he got back there, got his hand on the ball, got it out Brady's hand, and then we got it recovered, and we went ahead to win the game. But anyway, I'm looking forward to this season and seeing how this season go. I'll be on here breaking down a lot of film this year, a lot of different things going on. I'll be breaking it down, letting you guys know, what happened, how it happened, the good and the bad. So just be prepared to get a whole lot of film from me, breaking it down, letting you know exactly what happened, how it is, and those things. I don't hide anything. I tell you who's wrong, who's right. I played football for a long time, 20-some years, 15 in the NFL. I played a long time, so I know how it should look. I know who made the mistake. I can see it. It's hard for me to watch games sometimes because I'm always looking at the defensive line because that's where it starts. It started in the trenches. If you can win the trenches, you give yourself a chance. If you can't win in the trenches, you ain't got a chance. So that's where it starts. But I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. I'll be bringing you a lot more breakdowns throughout the season, and hopefully, as we keep going here and building here, we'll see a lot of things. You guys will learn a lot of things from me at the same time. So, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell icon and hit all so you don't miss any of my shows when I come live or when I post a video. You don't miss any of those because you'll get alerted whenever I do that. But guys, until next time, guys, the club is officially closed.
Let's get it.